Officers Association for their pay increase. I think it's very well deserved, and they're the ones that keep us safe here on campus. I'd also like to congratulate Mr. Patrick Mitchell on his appointment to CTA. That's pretty awesome. And all of the other designees that got awarded, I'd also like to congratulate them. And I'm looking forward to convocation and having you guys dunk me in the dunk tank. Thank you.
All right. Well, just okay, Cindy, go ahead.
I'm not going to repeat everything they said, even though I had most of them on my list. I did Saturday evening in downtown Merced. I went to a session of schools, not prisons, and was able to share a little bit about what we've been doing, getting classes into schools, and hoping we're going to get into the women's prison, just in general. And there's some wonderful community movements. I know we're involved, but I didn't see anybody much from there, so I just kind of wanted to, it was a great meeting, and I just want to make sure I kind of go on to that. But we are moving into, it seems like moving into the light here, and I do also look forward to convocations. And I don't know in water either, so please hit that. I hope it's hot.
And we'll be ladies first, so you go first. Let's go down to Trustee Jordan.
Well, my first question is, can we board members try to dunk other board members? No, this should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Well, as the oldest person around here as far as Merced College, having been the first adjunct professor, it's an exciting day to have a new logo. I guess I can get used to it. Yeah, I'm very impressed, and I think it adds a fresh breath of air to what we're doing. And it has been a very good meeting, and I would also like to congratulate Patrick on this new position, having been a CTA president for 10 years for the high school district teachers. I'm very proud that you have received this recognition, and I know you'll do well in serving in this capacity. And another thing I would say, that through the last several months of Patrick's service as president, you have definitely brought in an added familial touch to what we're doing here by some of your updates and reports on what individuals are doing. And it's exciting to be a member of this board. And I think we are moving definitely in the right direction. Nancy and I went out for dinner last night, and I saw some friends that we haven't seen for several years. And the gentleman said, I don't know about your new president, but I would like to congratulate you because I've heard nothing but good things. Said my wife had the privilege of meeting him years ago when he was first at Merced College. And I said, well, thank you very much. I will agree with you, and I believe we have a board that agrees also that we've made a good choice, and board members, it's great to be with all of you and work with you. And I will be proud of wearing the new logo. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. Trustee Ramirez.
So good afternoon, everybody. I will also congratulate Patrick. I think he's a very good advocate. We're not always on the same side, but we can always appreciate a good advocate, and he is one. So that's great that they've recognized the advocacy you bring to that position. I also am now excited about the new logo. I think it's going to be great for rollout. I don't really have anything to add. I feel like I'm just repeating everything. So anyways, all right, have a nice summer. Oh, I should say stay cool.
All right, thank you, Trustee Ramirez. I'll say the best for last. We got our student trustee. All right.
Thanks. As mentioned earlier, ASMC has their summer retreat planned, and I look forward to training our incoming officers and also just teaching my fellow students about the opportunities that come along with just getting involved and being invested in decisions that affect their lives and the entire college community. I'd also like to thank this board for approving the honorary degree for Ms. Pam Dakuyan. I'm really pleased to see us collectively take actions that communicate that we truly value our community and our students. Sorry, 1 second. That being said, I would like to see Merced College and this body commit to the sustainability challenge posed by the students. We have acknowledged the necessity to invest in sustainable technology and practices, and although it may be a costly endeavor to undertake, it will be far less costly than the impact to our health of our community and our future. Earlier I did vote to approve the bid for the electrical maintenance because not approving it would stop work, and I understand that we need to keep things moving forward, and it would also not benefit the students. But I would strongly advocate for us to work with Merced Irrigation District to investigate the cost and also monetary rebates of solar installation. We just approved the fresh and modern logo for the college. So I see that as, so we, doing so by approving the logo, have proven that we are forward-thinking and we invite modernity on this campus. That being said, I truly believe that we cannot fall behind technologically if we wish to provide what is best for our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariah. And my report, I echo a lot of the comments made by the other trustees, and I won't spend more time on that. But the other things I wanted to also touch on is, I was really, really proud of Merced College and faculty. One such faculty member, Tony Purdle, who did it was a lunch and learn over at Los Pinos at the Chamber of Commerce. And I come to the lunch and learns that they put on, and we'll get 5, 10 people. This one was jam-packed. There was no room to sit. You'd have to stand. But she did an excellent presentation on the classes some of the classes she teaches on using technology, the social media, and all that. And it was so interesting that I'm going to have to take her class. But she did a great job, so I was really, really proud to be part of Merced College when she was doing that presentation. The other thing I've been working on with the help of Chris and other folks is we're trying to get a safe walking bike path from town to the college on the west side. Right now, some of the students ride their bikes on Highway 152. Some of them walk, and we have seen students riding their skateboards. And I'd hate to see them hit a rock and roll out onto the freeway when the semi truck is coming. So we've been trying to voice that scream out loudly that we need something safely out there for the last year or so. And finally, I think we got the ball rolling. Chris and I and Brenda couldn't make that meeting, but we met with MCAG's director and assistant director, and from there we got the MCAG is the Merced County Association of Governments. They kind of control all the monies and the trafficking and not the drugs, but pathways. That sounded wrong. But so they're the transportation, and so they're the key entity that's going to help us along with the other city governments and the state government to help us hopefully make this a reality. And then just yesterday, the mayor of Los Pinos called me and says, I put your bike path on the MCAG agenda for June 20th or July 20th. So we're very pleased that it's on the agenda, it's on the radar. Once hopefully they approve that on the 20th, next Thursday, then the ball starts to roll, and it could move pretty quick. It might be that before our before our food forest. Okay. Okay, won't be that quick. But just exciting news. That's finally happening. And then lastly, just looking forward to convocation. Looking forward to a new year, and it's exciting times. So thank you all for all you do, and enjoy the rest of the summer that you have left. And we'll see you at convocation. Okay, and where are we now? Lost my. Okay, superintendent report.
Very good, thank you. It is a very exciting time to be a part of Merced College. We've got a lot of positive momentum, even tonight's board meeting, to approve a new logo, to talk about some of the reports of external agencies that are recognizing the work we're doing is very exciting. A handful of things I want to report out to you all. Trustee Ochoa mentioned the trustee handbook. I met with Trustee Ramirez and Ochoa on the revisions that you all worked out at your retreat. We will send that out electronically this week to you all and bring it back to for approval at the August board meeting. But I believe that we captured everything in the handbook, and it's going to be a good resource for you all to use moving forward, and a great way to respond to accreditation's recommendation related to your evaluation and delegation of authority. Several of you have mentioned convocation. As a reminder, it's on Friday, August the 11th, from 9 to 11 a.m. You have received it in an email, but I'll continue to email you those details. It's going to be a wonderful event. We have captured a mix of good substantive information, but also it's a bit of a pep rally for us for the year. It really sets the tone for the theme for the year, but also the energy that we all need really feeds off of that first day and that kickoff. So I hope that you all be in attendance as a part of that. We have a great guest speaker and several items to update the district on, and we're going to have a little fun as well, which is always a good thing to do. We'll have the carnival that evening, so that afternoon we'll do flex activities, and then we'll have division-wide meetings and lunch. But bringing something back in a different form, the back to school barbecue in the form of a convocation carnival. No creepy clowns, but lots of fun at the event, including all of our trustees, I hope, in a dunk tank. But we're going to have a barbecue. We'll have snow cones. We'll have cotton candy. We're going to have water slides, as long as we can get that approved with risk management. We're going to have face painting. We'll have music. It's just going to be a good time. And it's free to all college employees. It's free to their immediate family members that live in their household, which I think I might need to clarify that in an email to everyone. We've been getting emails that their brother's sister and another community's flying in, and they're bringing all their grandkids, and their neighbor that they call an aunt that's not really an aunt's going to come. So we'll clarify that a little later. But it will be a great event, and we're going to have a good time. Because what we need to do is make sure that we're taking care of our own, and that's our employees, because if they're engaged and feel like they're part of a family, then our students are better served. And so that's going to be a good event for us here in the district. Extreme registration, which is being hosted by the Office of Student Services, is July 29th from 9 to 2 p.m. here on campus. You're all invited to come and be a part of it. If it's anything like previous years, then it's going to be hot, but we'll have lots of potential students on campus. The goal is for them to finish anything they need to become a student at Merced College, and to have all the resources in place, including to have the bookstore open. We're also partnering with NAACP on a joint event on July the 27th. That event is going to be at McNamara Park from 5 to 7 p.m. And we've been working, Vice President McCandless and I have been working with Daryl Davis on making sure we really reach out to all communities within our surrounding area. And Daryl came up with the idea of hosting a joint event together. And so we're looking forward to that. We're going to give out football tickets. We're going to give out handouts for meals at the football game, I guess. Bus passes. We're going to have some of our student success and support program technicians available to help students who want to register for classes or work through some of the processes. We'll have special programs represented, instructional programs, and we'll have snacks and drinks. And the goal is, if those students want to come to extreme registration, it's 2 days before. And so we'll have given them bus passes to come to extreme registration 2 days after. But we look forward to working with organizations such as NAACP and others on doing these types of events more often in our community. Let's see, a couple others. We are in the process of working with some consultants to get quotes to update our educational master plan and facilities master plan, which will feed into the strategic plan for next year. And I'm excited about the possibilities that we have moving into 17-18 to get that updated. I'm thrilled tonight to have a new brand, a new logo. I think it's a perfect timing. It's a new look for Merced College, and we've turned the page, and it's a new time. So we should have a fresh, new, bold look that we can provide to this community. Mariah mentioned solar. I do want to say that we are in the works. We are working with PG&E actually, because they're the ones that we fall into their district for solar. So Vice President Schultz has been working with PG&E, also looking into getting a 0% loan. That's a program the state has to start with a solar program out at the Los Banos campus. But we're very interested in getting solar and keep talking about the sustainability challenge and ideas that student government has, and we'll find ways to partner on that. But we are looking at solar, and I think that will come to fruition soon, sooner rather than later. I want to remind the board that you voted to make this district a tobacco-free campus, and that's all of our facilities. That goes into effect the first day of the fall semester. So we are making sure all of our students and faculty know that that's the case, and also providing resources as needed. The last two things I'll mention are the Botanical Garden and the Los Banos Food Forest. The Botanical Garden, been working with the Tree Partners Foundation to get an MOU in place. I'm hoping we can get some momentum going where we can start working with the Tree Partners Foundation on breaking some type of ground, whether it's a small corner of that or not, to get the plans in place to get the Botanical Garden going here on the main campus. And next week, we're moving dirt, which isn't as exciting to some people, but boy is it exciting to us and to Dean Latham. So publicly, I want to say thank you for your relentlessness in getting this going, and that's, I think, the right word. You never let go. And so we're moving dirt next week, and our goal is to have the food forest in place by December. And so that's a step in the right direction. So yeah. So send us some pictures of that dusty mess, and we'll look at it as the start of a piece of art, right? Other than that, summer has been somewhat quiet, which is good. We are serving many students this summer who are getting into classes and getting a head start to the fall term. So it's been a good summer so far. And then last but not least, I'm very proud to see so many people here at a board meeting at 2 o'clock. We actually talked about this at a retreat, whether or not to have board meetings early or not. And we weren't sure if people would be here. So it's great to see so many people. It's going to be kind of odd walking out in full sun, but odd in a very good way. So yes, thank you.
Thank you, President Kelly. Future items for next month's board meeting. Are there any suggestions from the board? Okay. If not, Chris and I will discuss items for that next
We still
board
have a
meeting.
few outstanding we haven't brought back here. We have them on our list.
Okay.
The only thing that I had on my list was kind of making sure we're meeting with our high schools. Are we going to be doing the kind of programs we did a year or so ago at all?
Yeah, it might be a good time actually to give you guys an update. We haven't done that in a while on high school outreach. And then also, if you'd like, as a board, we can do a round robin like we did in the past. It's been about 2 years now. We can work with Dr. McCandless and his crew on doing a presentation, if everyone's in agreement.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And those are awesome outreach events, and it's great to do those. I agree with you, Sandy. Any other item? Okay. And I don't believe we have a second closed session, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, the meeting's over.